Told you she won't let me leave. She won't let anyone leave. Did you really think you could destroy this ship? She's defied space and time. She's been to a place you couldn't possibly imagine. And now, it is time to go back.
I know. To hell.
You know nothing. Hell is only a word. Reality is much, much worse. Let me show you.
Event Horizon. Welcome to Y.O.B. Channel. This is Yashua Solomon. Thank you for stopping by. This is a review for Event Horizon. So this is a movie that came out, I believe, in 1993, I believe. I'm not sure exactly the year this came out. I never saw this movie. This is an old movie. And I really was impressed by it. I think it was really haunting and disturbing, and honestly, just really freaked me out. I'm a big sci-fi fan. I love Star Trek, Star Wars. Everything was just traveling space, with human characters, with relatable characters. And even Alien, I'm a major Alien fan. And I just love how this movie deals with the unknown and like other dimensions and stuff, and like maybe we shouldn't be traveling space, like we shouldn't be wandering around the unknown acting like we're cocky, like we know what's out there. It's just the practical effects and the 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 story is just really interesting to me and just really memorable to me. Um, the director, who the same director that made the Resident Evil series, I like Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2. Um, I don't. I mean, I even like Resident Evil Extinction, the third one. But I even by that one, I was kind of like, yeah, this should stop now. This is kind of going too far. And I mean, I think he's a good director. I mean, I really like uh, Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2. I really like those movies. I think I actually rewatch Resident Evil 2 all the time. The movie, I watch that movie all the time. It's like one of my favorite movies. Even it's like my a guilty pleasure because so many people say, "Oh, these movies are so horrible." I'm like, no. At the time when they first came out, the first and second one, I don't think people were saying they were that bad at the time. I mean, they weren't bad in my opinion. There's elements of them that was like the second one, like Mike Epps. I think he shouldn't have been in the movie. I don't like that Mike Epps was in the movie. I think that it should have just been done seriously. It should have been done, just been focused on the terror and like, cause there's some things in the movie that actually kind of creep me out. There's just how he does the zombies in movies are actually kind of creepy, and just like something about how he does atmosphere is really good, you know. So yeah, I finally got a chance to watch this movie Event Horizon, and I just found it very, very interesting and very Lovecraftian, and it's just the violence is raw, and it's doesn't there's no hold. It doesn't hold anything back. It's just gritty and disgusting, and it's just like I think it's just something that speaks to me spiritually too. Like, you know, that's why I've always been about like we should just try to fix this planet and survive on this planet. Because this is our home. We should be wandering around in space playing with things we don't understand. Because we're just gonna open up something that's not gonna be, closable. We're gonna attract an alien species that's gonna be a nightmare. That's gonna make us wish we could die. Maybe have us stuck in agonizing pain for eternity. It is like this world, this universe is so vast and so complex, and it's just like anything is possible. So that's why a story like this kind of just freaks me out a little bit and gets under my skin, and I just find it very, very interesting. I love Lawrence Fishburne in it. He's like just one of my favorite actors. I think he just does a great job in this movie. I just like he just really gives me Morpheus vibes, like leader vibes, and it's just the whole cast was great. I just love everybody in the cast. I love watching this movie. I don't have the movie right now. I need it. I'm gonna buy it eventually, but I really like watching even the clips when I love watching little scenes. Just it's just really interesting. And I mean, I wouldn't mind if they make a reboot of it and make another, but make it even more bloody or more disturbing. I think even get Quentin Tarantino or someone who just doesn't care about showing violence. Who's not gonna be like scared to show violence. Because I think that's what makes this movie so creepy too. How violent it is too. It's like it makes you feel uncomfortable. It makes you feel like you're weak and you're just skin and bone and you're just compared to the metal and the system. This mechanism, the meat grinder that they even call it. I think they even call something in there, the meat grinder. Like we're just meat. We're like primitive matter. You know. So this movie is definitely a 10 out of 10. One of my favorite sci-fi horror films, and it inspired one of my favorite sci-fi horror film. I mean horror games, Dead Space, which is Dead Space 2 is my favorite horror game. That game's scared the fuck out of me. That game is just still creepy as fuck to me. I think aliens are just there's things out there just are some shit we shouldn't mess with. And it's cool because they did inspire Dead Space with how they find that those pillars or those statue things that drive everyone insane and turn them into like necromorphs and whatever you call those creatures, you know. And it's just like it's just I just think it's creepy and tripped out. I think there's honestly I'm not even thinking it's a fantasy. I think there's in real life there's things out there in a deep vast space that we shouldn't be running out to go and get its attention. Maybe we should stay where we are and shut the fuck up. And maybe we're lucky that we're so primitive, and it's innocent and simple that these things don't see us. You know, that's what we should be doing is probably appreciating what we have as human beings. But yeah, I highly recommend you go out and see this. Please, may you leave a comment if you like this, if you don't like this movie, and may you please subscribe. And as always, may the force be with you. Peace.